What is a story?
Well, you could plainly define a story as a record of past events that pertain to a certain individual, or you could define a story as a recollection of how someone has changed over time. But I think a story holds more weight than just dates and facts. Rather, it holds power to change someone's life, power to bring healing to someone's brokenness. And I think a story reminds us that when you share it, it reminds us that we're not alone in the struggle in this world. So, you could look at a whole, like a group of students together as one whole, like OneVoice, and how we seek to unite a generation and how we're united in Christ. But there's also factors where you can't overlook each individual story and each person's own life events that happen, even though we're all united in Christ. But so, like, I could nonchalantly be walking on the streets and pass by a homeless man and shrug and concur with the idea that with the stereotype that drugs and alcohol brought him to the streets and that he's forever there and it's his fault. Or I could stop and just look at him in the eyes and see somebody who had a life before that, someone who had a story, someone who could have been a former high school teacher, or my neighbor, or a grandfather, or a son, or brother, And so each person has their own story, and I would look at that person and I would see a real person, and I would see a real story. So I guess the question is not to have a story, because everyone has a story. Rather, the question is, what is your story, and are you willing to share it with someone?